and welcome to Kasfia's Accounting Services House, where we are repairing the gap between CPAs and small business owners. I am your hostess, Kasfia Rashid, but you can call me Kash. I am an accounting consultant for small business owners, entrepreneurs, and charitable organizations. I'm also a certified QuickBooks Pro with 15 years in the accounting field, and this week I want to discuss the 5 documents that your CPA needs now. So let's get started. So what does your CPA need to complete your tax return this year? The first thing they need is last year's tax returns. Secondly, they need your current year financial statements. Third, they need your current year bank and credit card statements. 4, they need large purchases and cash receipts. And 5, any additional documents. Let's take a look at each of these in depth. 1. Your last year's tax return. If you're only seeing your CPA once a year at tax time, do yourself a favor and bring your prior year tax returns with you. Or if you're mailing in your documents, include a copy in your file. If you're having your taxes prepared for the first time, bring your incorporation documents, your LLC filing documents, and if you elected to do so, your S Corp election documents. Number 2, current year financial statements. This includes your business profit and loss, balance sheet, statement of cash flows, and general ledger. If you're using an accounting system like QuickBooks Online, these are standard and easy to customize reports. If you're not using an accounting system, an Excel file should work too, but make sure to check with your CPA. Third, current year bank, credit card, and third-party software statements. Be sure to have as many of these statements as possible for your CPA to review, not just December's. Try to have January's for them as well. With most banks, you can download a copy of your monthly statements from your online website. If your bank does not offer this feature and you do not have the statements handy, you can generally walk in and request for them to be sent to you. Same thing goes for credit cards and third-party apps like Square, PayPal, or mileage apps. Along with the statements, you should also include a reconciliation showing the balances as per the statements and any outstanding items that are noted. Number 4, large purchases and cash receipts. Gather up all of your large purchases and cash receipts to make sure that you get the maximum deduction possible. By large purchases, I mean anything over $1,000, but your CPA may have a different threshold, so it's best to ask them. Now, these receipts can include cashed checks, vendor receipts, and electronic copies of cash receipts. Keep in mind, if you're claiming a lot of meals, that the IRS requires you to keep diligent notes on who you met and what was discussed in order to be fully claimed. Lastly, depending on your situation and industry, your CPA may require several other documents. They may need your personal income and expenses if you're running a home-based business. They may need payroll documents or 1099 vendor documents if you have employees or are paying independent contractors. Schedule a phone call with your CPA prior to meeting and ask for a checklist of documents. Most CPAs have one and they will gladly share it. So guys, these are my top 5 documents that your CPA is going to need in order to complete your tax return. 1. Last year's tax return. 2. Current year financial statements. 3. Current year bank or credit card statements. 4. Large purchases or cash receipts. And 5. Any additional documents. If you want more helpful tips, check out my Instagram page at Kash the Bookkeeper, that's Kash with a K, and follow me on LinkedIn at Kash Accounting. You can also request a free 15-minute phone consultation on my website, www.cashaccounting.com. I hope you guys enjoyed my video, and come back next week for my top 5 bookkeeping do's.